Awaken Your Inner Power show with the Spiritual Events Directory. I'm Donna Ferguson, your host and producer of the show, and it is my great honor and pleasure to bring you all the answers to your questions today. Now, I am just going to make sure everything is working. I did have a small issue with my computer because it's doing an update and it was going to take like 45 minutes. So I am now running live on the page instead of through my Be Live. So hello everyone and welcome. And let me know that you are here and watching, and let me know that where you're tuning in from. Because, wow, 8 weeks to Christmas. Who would have thought that time would fly by as quickly as it has? Kirsten, hello, welcome to the show today in Ipswich, Queensland. Beautiful. I bet you're getting a little bit of this weather that I've got going on at the moment as well. A little bit of rain this morning and a bit overcast. Patrice, welcome to the show. Joanne, hello from Newcastle. Hi Deb, welcome to the show. And I hope I get this right, Tazia, welcome to the show. And Patrice is from Queensland as well. Yay, Queenslanders. Central Coast, New South Wales. Lovely, Deb, lovely. And from Gundawindi, Natasha, welcome to the show. And Bellaboo, Judy, hello. Hello, beautiful. Thank you. Welcome to the show this week. So 8 weeks till Christmas, and it's a really great time of the year for me because it's the time of the year where I really start to produce all the desired outcomes that I want for 2020. And the reason that I do it now is so that when Christmas, New Year comes and everybody shuts down, I've still got a flow in my business going. And that's really important. So you're not starting 2020 or the new year, whatever new year that is, with all this magnificent feeling of a new year, and yet you just end up chasing your tail every single day. And for me, that's the beauty of being able to set yourself up for the new year early, getting all those goals and the dreams that you want written down, getting them, putting them into practice, so that you can really start to achieve what you want for 2020. So how many of you here are either in business or starting a business or thinking of starting a business and really want to be able to produce the results that you truly want? First up, because it's not easy starting a business. This is my third business that I've had, and it's not easy. And there are times where the flow of money can go like this unless you really know how to put it out there and really put out the frequency in which you want to vibrate your flow back into yourself from the universe. And it's really important to understand that, because when you're sitting here and you want to achieve results up here, unless you bring your frequency up to here, then that vibration, the frequency that you're on is the frequency that's vibrating out to the universe, and that's what you're receiving back. And that's all areas of your life. Michelle, and you're an enrollment coach. Beautiful. Enrollment coach. Tell me a bit more about what that is and what that does. Brian, welcome to the show this week. I love that you just pop in amongst all these women. It's lovely. Thank you so much. So, you really need to be set, and you really need to start the year off without having to chase your tail. And, whether it's your personal life or you're working in a job, or, you've got children and all those other things going on, it's really important to know that you're going to start the year off already standing in good stead and everything's set up and already running for you. Shaza, welcome to the show. Welcome to you too, lovely. Thank you for being here. you know, every week I come here and I do this show because, you know, I get so much joy out of providing you guys with information, strategies that you can use, that you can put into place, things that you can implement straight away and start really working on. So I really love that. And you're doing life coaching, Patrice. Well, that's fantastic. That's great. So Wendy, hello Wendy, welcome to the show. Wendy Harmer, that's a pretty infamous name. Is it the Wendy Harmer? So yeah, so whatever it is that you do, and you know, this applies to everything that you do in life. It's not just whether or not you're in business, but business particularly, because wow, you know, everybody else is kicking back. You know, I know last year, right up until that 2 days before Christmas, I was still implementing strategies to start my new year, because everybody else had started to wind down. They were going to Christmas parties, which is great. I didn't miss out on any Christmas parties. I still went and attended and, you know, did my networking and, you know, caught up with friends and did whatever it was that I wanted to do outside of that. But it was really important, and I noticed a big difference in my year this year to kickstart, and it made such a big difference to my whole year because it just kept flowing from there. And so your first time on here, welcome Shazza. Thank you very much for joining us. Look, I really hope that you enjoy the information and the conversation, and it only works if you participate in the conversation. So please feel free. You know, we talk about deeper levels of achieving what it is that you want in life, and you know, whatever your question is, let's have a look at where these things stem from and what we can provide you. So with I just want to go with welcome Pete. Yes, very well, thank you. And you, I hope you are doing really well too. Michelle, I help people get clarity on problem and what's stopping them getting to their dreams with, whoops, why won't that open up, with their horse. And if we, I can't, that's not opening up. I'll leave it for a moment. It might just be a really big delay even with the iPad. So my energy needs to be good. Yeah, look, it always needs to be really good. You need to really lift that vibration. So if you've got a specific question around that, Michelle, please ask more around that, because I'd love to be able to clarify that with you. It's a really great way to start the show as well. So Michelle, I just can't see. I might just pop onto my phone and see whether or not I can open that question up even more, Michelle, because that looks really interesting with whatever the rest of that has got going on for you. Here we go. Here we go. No, it's not what I want. Get out of there. Sorry. I will find it. You're welcome, Michelle. You're welcome. Sorry, just finding the page on here. It's harder on the phone because everything goes so much longer. Here we go. I've got it here. So, okay. I help people get clarity on their problem and what's stopping them getting to their dreams with their horse. And if we can help them enroll, I enroll them into a program we have. Okay, perfect. And what do you run structured programs with that, Michelle? Is it structured, or you know, how do you work that? Is it one-on-one? Do you do one-to-many? How do you operate your business? I'm just interested to know, because I'm actually, gosh, this has come up really early in the piece too. You are indeed, Pete. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you turning up and being part of this today. So it has come up really early today, and I want to just say that, you know, part of my plan for getting, you know, things really moving along for 2020 is I'm currently offering a special deal on a 6-week coaching program, which is a pre-Christmas program. And it is going to be one-on-one. Not normally what I would do. I would often do a lot of group coaching, which really helps me to help many people in a shorter period of time so that I can then provide them with the information that they want. And that works really, really well because everybody gets an opportunity to talk, ask a question, and really set things up so I can give them the strategies that they need. And so this year what I've done, I'm doing a special pre-Christmas 6-week coaching program. I'm doing it one-on-one because I really want to help each person, so the numbers are really super limited. And I will put something in there. I just don't have it because I was pushing to get this information up and running on time because of my update on my laptop. But it's actually $1,000 off. So this is 6 weeks, one-on-one, every week for 6 weeks, where you get me for an hour-ish. Yes, some days it might, some of those times might be a little bit over, depending on the information that you require. And also it is about being able to catch up with you every week, same time each week, so that we can put together those strategies and have you up and running and really creating that, attracting that client that is perfect for you, who happily pays for your services. So, you know, pre-Christmas, it's a really important time of the year. It's a time when there's not a lot of extra money around, but this is $1,000 off. I cannot do it any cheaper than that. This is one-on-one. You get me one-on-one for 6 weeks, and we will look at strategies to really have your business going kaboom into the new year and really racing out to the universe and bringing you everything that you want in your business. Now, you know, as a behavior breakthrough coach, I look at all the behaviors that are stopping you currently from moving forward in your business and attracting the right clients. So, you know, with Christmas and everybody spending extra money around Christmas, I also am offering a very short payment plan on that because I do understand that it is a bit tight. But if you really want to take action, if you really want to move your business into the next level, this is definitely something that will benefit you. These are strategies that great coaches around the world are currently using. I'm coached by many different coaches. I have 2 different business coaches who both one really particularly works with behaviors, one particularly works on strategies and behaviors. So, you know, this is amazing information that I can offer you and strategies to move you forward and really break through that stuff that's holding you back. So if that's something you're interested in, please just message me. I'll put a link in. Oh, actually, I'll put a link in at the end of the show where you're going to be able to book a call with me. We're going to have a quick call, 15-minute call. Find out where you're at, what you want to work on, and then we'll talk about the payment plan if that's something you need to talk about and get you started. We can start this probably as early as today. Not the coaching, but the calls for sure. So I will pop my appointment calendar in there so you can just go straight in and book a call with me. Michelle, thank you. You're very welcome, my dear. We have a mentor that coaches them through their fears and they do mindset work. So structure is flexible, but there is sorry, Michelle, I just have to keep going here. Where are we? Mentor that coaches them through their fears so they do the mindset work. So the structure is flexible, but there is one. Okay, my problem is my vibration, I think. I'm not getting those clients who are ready. Yeah, right, okay. And, you know, that is specifically pre-Christmas what I'm going to be working with my clients for. And I tell you why. Because that vibrational energy, I can give you as much information as I can through this show. But unless we work one-on-one and do those processes that are involved with getting that done, then, you know, you're not going to break through that yourself. And there's a lot more to that than just that vibration. There's a lot more that actually is involved with that, through being able to break through whatever old stories and old behaviors and patterns that you have. You know, Bob Proctor talks about paradigm shifts, and paradigm is really all about habitual behaviors. And, you know, I cut through that for you so that you can recognize what it is, and we change the thought process. Really simple techniques to use, because I don't like complicating life. I don't like complicating my business. And so it's really important that I keep everything simple, because I know time is really something that everybody, you know, can find a bit of a challenge with when there's so much going on. So, you know, let's have a chat at least and find out more about, you know, if there's more that you want to work on, then doing little bits but need more. Yeah, look, we can just smash through that in 6 weeks. You're going to be so ready. And with the with the processes that we do and the breakthroughs that we do, you're definitely going to have those clients knocking on your door, bringing you who really are very happy to pay for the services that you provide. But let's have a look at why your vibration's not right, and we'll work through those things first, and then we can look at, and this is why I'm doing it one-on-one. While group coaching is great, this one-on-one coaching is really going to be so specific to you. And, you know, it's a Christmas gift, because really, you know, $1,000 off, it's just amazing. It's an amazing share that I want to give. I want to make it affordable for people who really want to take action. Yes, please, I'll follow your link. Perfect, Michelle, that sounds great. I will pop it up. I do have an appointment. I'm not sure if it's in my diary. I think because it was changed. I think it's at 1:30 or 2 o'clock today, and it goes for around about an hour. So anytime after that, happy to have a chat with you. And then if that's something that you want to move forward with, then we can definitely do that, no problem. Okay, has anybody else got any questions on here? Yeah, so, you know, we look at a lot of different ways to shift what's going on with you. And, you know, this applies to everybody, whether it's their personal life, their business life. Last week I did a masterclass on Life's a Choice, and we looked at it, you know, it was a joint masterclass, and we looked at a lot of different areas. So we looked at the other lady that I did it with was working with the feng shui object placement. Now, she's done feng shui for, I don't know, 20, 30 something years, and as a Reiki master and now I don't know if I'm going to get this right, Psychem master. I'm not sure. It is another form. It's not Reiki and it's not feng shui, but it is kind of in with those processes. I should know more, but I do apologize, I don't. It is, you know, she brought up all these techniques and processes and strategies that she could do, and really did look at, you know, ways to offer, how to place things, how to start your day, how to attract more abundance and wealth and success and perfect relationships into your life, and, you know, your health and well-being, and also, you know, your future life. So I also, look for the coaches on here, I also run a platform for coaches to do a once a week broadcast, sharing their knowledge, selling their products. You can do anything you want. Now, if that's something, and we can definitely talk about that, Michelle, on the call, if that's something you're interested in, you know, that's definitely something you can start out partway through our coaching, when we start coaching together. That would be amazing for you, because it's really generating your profile as well. And I've only just started that platform, so there's only 2 of us on there at the moment. That is about to explode because of the way that I am working with people to do that. And I think it's really important that as a coach, you get to share your message as many different ways as possible. So, you know, there's so much, yeah, and it is fun. You can be relaxed. Yes, it's professional because you are sharing your knowledge and your information, but you can share that any way you want, as long as you are, you know, and we do all the work for you. All you've got to do is literally turn up. I will promote, you know, I will put some promotion out there for you. I will put, you know, we're building the page, so we're building the community at the moment. We are looking at, you know, building the number of experts that come on and share their knowledge. And this is a fantastic way for people to really be able to hook into their ideal niche client, and also not have to do a lot of work. So if you want to write up your content every week, write that up, that's perfectly fine. Or you can just run off the cuff. It's whatever works for you. And you can advertise your products at the end of your show for people to come in and do that. So, you know, that's a really great way of working your business as well. And, you know, so there's many different ways of attracting your ideal client, but the most important way is starting from within. And, you know, that makes a huge difference. One of my favorite followers on this show, okay, cool. Yeah, I will put the link in, Kerry, so please, you know, tell me more about what, Kerry, did you put a comment in, was it somebody else who was doing the coaching? But look, Kerry, please tell me what you do so I know what we're looking at when you come on the call as well. If you don't mind popping that in, that would be great. And just click on the link and book a call in. That would be fantastic. You know, there's, you know, that's right. I was talking about the masterclass last week. So that was a one-off. We're not planning on running that again. But Barbie was looking at all those areas on the spiritual side, and I was looking at the behaviors and how to break through those things. So there was a lot of information we gave. It was a 2.5-hour masterclass, so it was a long time to run that. So there was a great combination of information, and, you know, should we decide that we want to run one next year, then, you know, that might be something that we decide to do, and, you know, who knows. But at the moment, we don't have the time to put into that. Barbie runs a shop down at the Carrara markets, and, you know, Crystal and Pearl, which is all about, you know, she does signature bracelets. I don't know if you can see that, but, you know, this is all about abundance and wealth. And, you know, since Barbie did this bracelet for me, she has, you know, my business has changed as well. But she does a number of different things. So she does work with a lot of the crystals down there in her shop. And she's a crystal alchemist as well. So she really knows her stuff. And, you know, that really does help to create more as well. And, you know, Christmas is a really busy time for her. So there's just, you know, that's why we said, let's just do a one-off. Let's work with that, see how we go, and really start to enhance next year for all the people that attended that masterclass, which was extremely successful. So, yeah, that's great. But, Kerry, yeah, let me know a little bit more. I would love to know how you're going, what it is that you do, what's your profession, or what is it that, you know, that you want to look at, because that's really interesting too. Even if you're not in business, we can talk about some things that may be limiting you. If you're in a corporate position, limiting you from actually going to another level in your employment. So there's lots of different angles to this, but there's, you know, it's not just for business people. It is for people who want to take action. It is for people who really want to make that change. and it is for people who are prepared to do a little bit of work. Not a lot. I can tell you it's not a lot of work. Pardon me. As I said, I'm all about keeping things as simple as possible, so it's really important for me to keep that as simple as possible. So if anybody's got any more questions, please feel free to ask. I would love to know more about who's on the show, what we're looking at, what you do, what you want to work on, how can I help you. And, you know, it's not all about, you know, not everybody is ready to make that that change. They just need some information, and you're here by no accident. You're here because you really want to know something, you want to work on something, you want to find the answers to something. So, you know, ask the question, because I can't help you if you don't ask the question. And let's delve into the deeper levels on that for you, so we can really look at some answers there. I had an amazing call with a client yesterday, actually, and you know, it's somebody I've known for quite some time through our network groups, and she just happened to book a call with me. And I can tell you what, that she didn't stop writing the whole time that we were on the call, and she really, I could see a change in her energy from the start to the finish. So she was definitely a lot more relaxed at the end of the call, and you know, she's about to go away, so, and she doesn't have internet everywhere she goes, so we're not going to look at working together right at this moment. But I know that there will be a time when she gets back from her trip that she's going to come on and do some work with me, because the changes were absolutely immediate. And this is what happens when I work with my clients. So, you know, it's, you know, don't be afraid to take that action and just have a call, find out more. You know, if it resonates with you, then you can take the action, you can move forward. So who is asking the questions? Who wants to know some information on how to really set themselves up for next year? And aside from that, you know, it's really important to know your goals and how to write them. And hey, Dee from Whipple, hello. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for tuning in today, Dee. So it's really important to know what goals you're setting. You know, are you setting A goals, B goals, or C goals? And do you even know what the difference is? And, you know, this is all something that we work on a really deep level to make sure that you can really do that. How does next year look? My next year looks amazing, Dee. How about yours? How about yours? So, you know, we are, as you know, I think you've been on here before, Dee, as well. If you're wanting to know about next year, then you need to ask what area of life you're looking at. And we start asking questions around that for you, so that we can get on to the root cause of what it is that might not be giving you what you currently are looking for. So, you know, ask a question. Woohoo! Love people coming in and asking questions. You know what? The only form of failure is the failure to participate. And if you're not participating in everything that you're doing, if you're not playing full out in everything that you do, if you come on these shows and you are not prepared to ask questions, if you're not prepared to really play the game, so to speak, and it's not a game, I realize that, so don't say that lightly, but participate and play within the realms of what's going on, then, you know, there's only you can change that. Nobody else can do that for you. Nobody else. While some people can ask a question that resonates with you and gives you an answer you're looking for, nobody can really get within yourself and really find those answers to be able to take you to another level. Only you can find the right action and answers to do. Notice this is what I'm doing lately. Playing full out, Excellent. Or failing to participate. Not sure which one that relates to, but either way, you know, you should celebrate the fact that you've acknowledged that. You know, the more you celebrate, yay, awesome, the more that your brain starts to retrain into a more positive reaction and response. And the reason that I say that is your mind is currently programmed to be a higher negative proportion than positive. And that's because when you're growing up, when you're a child, what happens is you look, when you come into this world, your mind is open, you're a sponge, so everything, you know, the music that you hear, even while you're inside your mum's tummy, there is, you know, you are hearing sounds and you are hearing music, you are hearing vibration, and that vibration starts to sponge into your subconscious mind. So what happens from there is when you actually come into the world in a life form, your mind is so open, it absorbs every little thing that is said, done, spoken, sounded, vibrationally provided, the frequencies that you're on, you know, words that are spoken, attitudes, everything. And it just takes it all in because you don't have any limit, you know. And when, you know, it's, oh, I love this subject, I love this topic. And so as you get older, you know, you start learning to crawl, and then you start learning to walk, and, you know, you're told, oh, don't fall over and hurt yourself. And it's natural, you're going to fall over. Sometimes you're going to hurt yourself. But, you know, it starts with the don'ts, and no, and don't touch, and no, you can't have that, and that's hot. And, you know, we start conditioning your habitual behaviors into this area where, you know, you still have no fear while you're at home, but you've got this negativity. It's the no, 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 don't, can't. All these things that continually are told to you. We say it's to protect you, but at the end of the day, how are you ever going to experience anything if you're not protecting yourself and learning from what you're doing? And, you know, some things, yeah, I get, like, but, you know, go over and pick them up, or, you know, do something other than giving them a negative response. And then, you know, then you go to school and you start sitting in the classroom and you're daydreaming and you're told to stop daydreaming. Well, you know what? People who are extremely successful didn't finish school, are often illiterate, and yet they are billionaires. So how do the results of your schooling have anything to do with your ability to be successful and create wealth? Richard Branson, you know, is just one example of that. And to get told to stop daydreaming and pay attention for a report card that goes home to your parents, where they're going to judge you on whether you get A's, B's, C's or D's, or even an F, for the purpose of what? So you can start going into this competitive state of mind. And that competitiveness then creates this different behavior where you always want to win. And you know what? You don't have to compete with anybody else. Somebody can do exactly the same thing as you do, but they're not on the same level for whatever reason. Now, Michelle, I know you were talking about back here, you know, it's like you're breaking them through their fears and getting them to really step up into their desired life, which is exactly what I do, but I don't find that competitive at all. You know, if I can help you move through being able to coach your people better and create more wealth for you so that you can create your own ripple effect. Wow. Just look at it from that point of view. That thought process is so different from, I don't want to work with you because, you know, you do the same as me and you're competing against me and you're going to take my clients. Oh my God. Like, that's just the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. And people do think that, and it stops them from moving forward. That is often a fear and a self-sabotage thing that they've created in their own habitual behaviors and habits and patterns that they continue along, you know, for what winning. Exactly, Michelle. You know, if I can give you some assistance and you get the outcome that you want so that you catapult into 2020, then I've done my job. It doesn't mean to say that we won't be connected still down the track with anything. You don't know what can come from that. You know, you don't know that, you know, people collaborate. People do, you know, because there's going to be something in your business that is not something that I do, and there's things in my business that aren't going to be what you do. And if you can utilize any of the information that I provide you with, then go for it. You know, I don't own the information, you know, but it is open to, you know, I take the information from professionals who are happy to share it. And if I can create more for my clients by sharing my knowledge and my gift and what I know and what I've learnt, apart from my own lessons, then, you know, winning. Exactly. Hi, Tylee. How are you? Thanks for joining us. So, you know, that's got to be a win-win situation. How can that be wrong? How can that be competitive? You know, I don't get that. You know, that's the difference between a lack mindset and an abundant mindset, I suppose. It's just so different. So, you know, that's how I feel. That's what I know is to be true, and that's what I know within myself is what I'm able to give back, and I know that it works. And I have great people who work with me who really go on and do wonderful things, and I might never connect with them again. And others, you know, we become best friends. So it doesn't matter. It does not matter. That's the beauty of it all. So, you know, that's great. Great, Tylee. Well, that's great. You'll understand me on a deeper level, I think. Yeah. Yes, I will. And Michelle, you know, there's already things that I'm feeling through the connection that we have here that I know is going to help you to move through and onto bigger and better things. I know that you've got it within you, and I just feel that you do have a good energy, you know, and I know that you know, if you have a good energy through here, then when we connect on Zoom, it's just going to be amazing. So, yay! D, next year I'd love to buy a house and fall in love. Tell me, D, what's stopping you from buying a house, or what are you afraid of there? Let's work with that first, because, you know, until you commit to the decision, and I mean really commit, then, you know, the money will always show up. You don't always need to know how until you commit to that decision. Falling in love, that's something that is completely separate to the house thing, and I think that, you know, that's something within yourself. If you're just wanting to fall in love, if you're in love with the concept of being in love, then be careful who you're attracting into your life. What's gone wrong in your relationships in the past? How have they affected you? Were they long-term relationships, or were they shorter-term relationships? And how much responsibility are you taking for what went wrong, and what can you do better next time that you go into a relationship? So there's all these questions around that. But with a house, you know, if you want to buy a house, you will buy a house. You've just got to commit to that decision, and you just know that the money will show up. Now, I don't know your financial situation, but I do know this. I do know that once you commit to buying a house, once you have decided what sort of house you want, the house will show up, and if you need finance to get that home, that will come through. What I would say to you and I say this nearly every week to somebody on the show, if you know where you want to live as far as a suburb goes, start writing a list up. Start writing how many bedrooms you want, how many bathrooms you want, how many garages you want, what you want in that house, what you want that home to look like inside, where in that suburb you want it to be. So pick your areas and start writing that affirmation up. I am so happy and grateful now that I have. And the same with a partner, a future partner. What are the qualities in a partner that you want? You know, when you look around at people who you find have really great qualities, write their good qualities down. Find out, you know, tap into yourself to look at what it is that you really love about that person. And, you know, it doesn't have to be a love relationship, but it can be a relationship that you have formed through, it might be a girlfriend's partner that you admire for the qualities that that person has. Write those qualities down. Write down what you want him to look like if need be. Be really specific. Write down exactly what it is that you want that person, like what sort of a job you want, what sort of a car you want him to drive, what sort of income you want him to earn. All these things are important to actually, and don't settle for anything less than what's on that list. And keep adding to that list all the time, because the more you add to it, it's not that you are changing who you want, but you might speak to somebody and go, wow, I really love that about that person. Add that to your list. Never stop adding to your list, and read that list with passion every single day. Step into that person. Be that person so that you set that frequency and send that vibration out. Because that is what's going to create the perfect partner in your life, to come into your life. So they're really important things to really take on to create that. So, yeah, super important. Alrighty, so we have, wow, 15 minutes to go. This has gone so fast today. Wow. Okay. I can see, I feel like I've got lipstick smudge there. Must be from my drink bottle. Okay, so who's got some more questions for me? What is it that you want to know? How can I help you? What can I do to support you? What are you looking for in life? Where do you want your life to go? Where do you want your business to go? What is it that you're looking for on another level? Yeah. You're very welcome, Dee. I'm glad we could sort that out for you. And don't settle for anything other than what's on the list. You know, because sometimes you look at the list and you go, tick, 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 tick. Oh, no, they're not that. Tick, 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 tick. Almost there is almost what you're happy to settle for. You've written a list for a reason. And that almost there, that one thing, is going to come back to you and make you feel like, why did I settle for this? This is not the person that I really wanted. So be very clear, very clear. Hopefully that's helped. So really excited to hear how that goes. All right, so who's got some more questions? Who wants some more information? You know, participate in your life, participate in everything that you do, play full out. Enjoy what is in front of you. This free information that comes to you each and every week is here for a reason. So please do let me know what is going on in your life and what you want. We have just over 10 minutes to go. So if you have a question, now is the time. Because of the delay with Facebook, there's a little bit of a delay. I haven't even noticed that doing a live. So please let me know, because I really want to be able to give you everything that you want today in the last 10 minutes. Woohoo! Life is good. Love my life. And start imagining your life to be all that you want it to be. And really step into what that vibration is and that frequency is. We all have our own frequency. Every one of us have our own frequency, and we can connect with anybody else's frequency. If we know what that is, we can do it on the telephone. We can do it on, here's something too, like D for you. Here's something that we do. I am going to find something on here. In your phone, say for instance, I don't know if you can see that, but that says, I am happy and at peace every day. Write your affirmations up every day. Write in what you want it to be, because that's really important. Okay, Trina, welcome. Hello. What area of your life are you talking about, Trina? What is it that you want to get better? Let's be specific. Let's find out what is stopping it from being as good as you want it to be, because life's a choice. What decisions have you made to bring you to this point now? Anna, do you see me getting a job closer to home? Anna, what is that job? If that's something you really want, then start putting it out there. Start affirming, I'm so happy and grateful now that I have whatever the job is, at wherever it's located, and say the whole address, as of, and whatever date that is that you want it by. Trina, struggling to find my way after DV. Yeah. Look, you know what? A lot of the time we live in that story. I've come from domestic violence, so I know. And, the one thing I did when I got out was I just wanted to change my life, but I wanted to change the lives of others as well. And the only way I could do that was by doing the inside work, because there's a lot of damage that's done. And also a lot of people speak of their experiences. They do public speaking. And often they tend to still live in that story. It's really important to look at yourself as an observer and work out all the things that you can change about yourself to stop attracting that type of person. So what does that mean? That means that, and it's not, it's not quite that simple. So it's really about, okay, every day I want you to write up 10 affirmations. I am so happy and grateful now that I am at peace with myself. I am so happy and grateful now that I am worthy of attracting positive people into my life. I am so happy and grateful. Write things up all around the worthiness, your confidence, because I know the confidence is smacked right out of you when you're in domestic violence. So do all these affirmations and start looking at how you can do that. So make sure that that's right, somebody just sent me my Zoom link for my next meeting in half an hour. So yeah, make sure that you do all these positive affirmations. now that I am at peace, now that I find true happiness within myself, now that I love myself unconditionally. And do you know what you can do? Get a quartz crystal. I've got one here somewhere. I've just had to move my computer because a rose quartz crystal. Now, you can buy them in the shape of a heart. I would go and find one. What I would do is, when you're walking, put it in your bra because it's around your heart area. Put it in your bra because that represents unconditional love. And you want to be unconditionally in love with yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror every day and tell yourself that you love yourself. You may feel awkward doing it to start with. You may feel like it's not completely true at this point in time. Every single day, every time you go to the bathroom, look at yourself. Look in your eye because that is the door to your soul. I love and respect you unconditionally every single day. And tell yourself that all the time. If you're out somewhere and you go to the bathroom, look at yourself in the mirror, say it to yourself. Because it doesn't matter whether you say it out loud or within yourself. Your universe is going to put that through. Yes, it's great to say it out loud. I love and respect you unconditionally every single day. Right into the door to your soul. Start all these things because they really are going to help you to move through that. And, you know, get some inner healing done. There's plenty of people around that can do this healing for you and unravel that toxic internal stuff that'll help you move through that quicker too. So I hope that helps. Do have the name of an amazing lady who can do some internal work for you as well if you would like. Michelle, got to go. Okay, I would do. Awesome. Thanks, Michelle. Thanks for being here. Trina, yes. Perfect. Alrighty, we have 5 minutes to go. We probably have time for one more very quick question. Who's up for a question? And remember that, you know, every decision you make is a decision that you've made for whatever reason. It could be conditioning, generational cords that have come through into this life. Make sure, you're welcome, Trina. Listen to this too, because this is important for you. Make sure that you understand the purpose of that relationship. There was a reason you were put into that relationship. There was something you had to take away from that to improve yourself, to make you a better person. Use your pain to provide your product. So, you know, there's something in that maybe you need to look at. If you want to have a chat, you can book a call through the Spiritual Events Book Now, and I'm more than happy to have a chat with you around that and really look at what we can do there for you. There is, I'm putting a link in here because there's some people who want to have a chat to me about doing some work with me, which is completely different. So, but if you want to have a chat further, Trina, please do. Please do book that call so that we can have a chat. Because, you know, I've been there. I can really understand what you're going through, and I know how hard it is to move forward. But I've also got the name of a lady who can do some healing, inner healing with you. She's amazing. I've done work with her several times. And wow, does she really move through that energy that's held within, and really give you some really great ideas around that. So that's important. Deborah, do I see you getting work soon? Deborah, that's we've got 3 minutes, and it's probably not enough time to really work around that, because I really would like to know on a deeper level what that is. Is that Deb Norman? Deb? Wow. If that's Deb Norman in my network, Deb, you haven't taken up the Life's a Choice options, so please do that. If it's not Deb, I'm not sure. I can't quite see the picture to know who that is. Just let me have a look here. I'm going to try and have a look on my phone. So let me have a look here. I can't see it there now. Why not? That's sad. Deb, you know where to find me if it's you. Otherwise, I just can't find the. Here we go. I'm so sorry because Deb, I know that we can. I had a conversation with Di yesterday, and that was amazing. So I know that she got a lot out of that. I just really want to see whether or not. Yeah, Trina, book a call with me, love, because I really can help you work through some of that stuff and give you that information for that lady. Oh, I don't like scrolling through here. Oh no, it's not the Deb I thought it was. But Deb, you know, if you want to get some work, then it's really important for you to put out that energy, that vibration, that frequency of what you want. Do you know what sort of work you want to get? Do you know what area of employment that is? What is it that you really want? You look so much like this other lady. If you really want to connect into what that is, that energy, then it's super important to write a very specific list of what you want to do, the type of work you want to do, the income you want to earn, where you want to be employed. So if it's close to home or if it's somewhere else, whatever works for you. You know, whether you want that to be somewhere, you know, other than, you know, I don't know if you're working at the moment, but definitely have a look at that. If you want to book a call with me, you can book now on the Spiritual Events Directory page, and you can definitely book that call with me. We can have a look at, you know, how we can work around really bringing that ideal job in for you that you're looking for. But it is 12 o'clock. I do have to go. I do have another appointment at 12:30. Wendy, hi. I'm so sorry I missed you. If you want some information, please feel free to book a call through the Spiritual Events Directory so that you can actually get in touch with me and we can have a call and work on that for you, whatever area that is. So I am so grateful. Thank you so much, everybody. We are a minute over. I really must go. Thank you so much for being here, and really have an absolutely extraordinary weekend. Until next week, I will see you at 11 a.m. Australian Eastern, well, New South Wales, Sydney time. And I look forward to talking to you all then. Bye for now.